everybody, this is Robert Cadney with the Chatham County Public Information Office, and I want to thank you again for checking out the chat. We, as you can see, are taking the show on the road once again, and I'm joined by my co-host. You know him as Sean Evans. Sean, how are you?
Hey, doing all right, Robert.
Man,
Beautiful day.
We couldn't ask for better weather.
Couldn't have dialed up better.
You know, we're here at Lake Mere, and if you haven't had the opportunity to come out lately, there's a lot that this has to offer. And we're going to be talking to a few folks today who work at the community center and are really doing some positive things within the community and helping some folks out. We're going to start with the recreation superintendent. His name is Ed Daniels, affectionately called Coach. Coach, how are you, sir?
Fine, man.
Good to see you.
Thank you guys for coming out.
I want to thank you for taking the time out of your day talking to us today.
Coach, I want to get a little bit into the relationships here between staff and the organization. How do you work to manage those and really get the most out of the facilities here?
Well, I was initially hired to help out and to help run youth sports. Mm-hmm. But when I got here, we had two supervisors that worked directly with me, Zach Bailey and Miles Judson, that was handling that very well. So we decided that we wanted to expand our senior programming. Okay. So that's how we came to Lake Mere. The county had senior programming primarily at Frank Murray Center, mm-hmm. which is on Wilmington Island. Right. And we just thought that this would be a great location to start senior programming. And so in November was when we started the senior programming here. Yeah. And we were able to hire 2 recreation leaders, and I guess you'll be talking to them shortly. Kanisha Wilson and Jonathan Newman, and they've done a great job with us starting the senior program.
Oh, outstanding. Well, it's a great location. It's right off the Truman, so easily accessible for folks.
Right,
Very good. Well, I want to talk a little bit about some of the developmental needs that y'all are working with that folks should know about and take advantage of.
Okay, with our senior program, the first thing we did was we wanted to know, what do seniors like? Okay, so we started by going over to Memorial Health and looking at the different programs around.
Oh, great idea.
And so we found out what they liked, and that's how we determined what we was going to do with our program. Okay. Unfortunately, I had, just like I said, I had great staff, mm-hmm. and we were able to start programming.
No need to reinvent the wheel, right?
No need to reinvent the wheel.
All right. Well, describe what it's like supervising these activities, the staff and volunteers, and all the programs offered here.
With the good thing about senior programming, we have to have volunteers. A lot of the volunteers are seniors, and some of them weren't seniors. Mm-hmm. So we got some energetic people. And what happens with volunteers, if you get one volunteer that do things, say for yoga or whatever, they know other people that want to volunteer. Okay. So we do some vetting mm-hmm. for the volunteers to make sure that they're on the up and up. And but it's our program has gotten off to a great start. It's not been hard to recruit people. We have a lot of seniors that use the lake, mm-hmm. that so they see our signs out, and they come, they get curious, and they come and they never leave, because we make sure they have fun.
Oh, that's great. All right. Well, Coach, what are some of the new initiatives that y'all are working on that'll impact visitors who come here to the center?
We have, of course, we have our exercise programs. We have dance programs. And I think one of the things about us that's unique is that we find out what the seniors like to do. What do you like to do? And we try to cater our programs to what they like to do.
Sure.
And when you do what they want to do, they'll keep coming back, and they'll bring other seniors. So
word of mouth.
And another thing that we're doing is that we have doctors come in, and we have medical conferences once a month, and they can ask these medical questions that they have.
Oh, wow.
And that brings them here too.
Yeah.
Plus we give them a snack. Old folks
okay.
Snacks
get me
good.
Coming in.
Yeah, they like to eat.
Coach, when we talk about Lake Mere, I mean, if we look around us, I mean, it's just a beautiful, scenic, serene location. But what would you want folks who are going to see this to know about what's being offered here that they may not know? Because you certainly have a lot of programs that you guys are involved with. And how can those folks get more information about that?
Well, Well, our senior program is on the website now.
Mm-hmm.
They can go to Chatham County website and find out. We put out a monthly schedule about what we do here at the center. So we want them to know that when you come here, you can engage in anything that we do. If you have new ideas about things that you want to do, you can bring that with you too. We started out initially with exercising and dance. We started out with chair and mat yoga. We partnered with the Aquatic Center. So we offer programs that we start here, like they can do at the Aquatic Center, like aqua yoga, aqua exercises at the Aquatic Center. So we let seniors know that whatever ideas you have, come to us with them, and we'll see if we can incorporate those ideas. We also, because seniors came in with ideas, we're doing quilting and sewing.
Oh, wow.
And they come in with their own sewing machines, their own materials, and they just have some camaraderie that they have with other seniors, and now they're making quilts. So I was told they're going to teach me how to make a cap, so I'll see.
Okay.
You know, so
There you go.
and you guys are welcome to come out at any time.
I'd love to.
sure.
Absolutely love to. You know, you seem to cater a lot of your activities by listening to your members and what they want. And I encourage everybody who is seeing this today or going to see this to really come out and talk to Coach Daniels, check out everything that they have to offer, because they really do have something for everybody.
We have something for everybody.
Everybody. Is there anything, Coach, that you feel we missed that you would like to add?
Yeah, we do have senior programming, but we're interested in programming period for every age group. So we're going to infuse the seniors with some younger people and just try to cater to everybody's needs. We also run summer camp. In our age group for summer camp is from 6 to 12 year olds, and we'll be over at Oglethorpe Charter School with the summer camp. So we offer that too. It's as you can see, it's a beautiful park. We're going to try to link and hook up our partner with the wildlife associations around, and maybe get the seniors into fishing and do some water sports. Unfortunately, the sailing center is no longer here with the boats and everything.
Yeah.
But we want to do anything that we can do to utilize this beautiful lake that we have.
Awesome. Anything else, Sean, you got?
No, that's perfect. I know, speaking with occupational safety, Nathan was talking about, I guess, the dock where folks fish off of, how they made that more ADA accessible by lowering the railings so people who are in wheelchairs can actually fish over the rail.
Fish, right.
Yeah, which is great. A feature that you would.
For what I understand, we're also going to build a kayaking ramp.
Yes. Yeah.
For wheelchair, that's going to be wheelchair accessible. So
outstanding.
We're doing some great things out here, and the public ought to know.
Right.
Awesome. And we're getting the word out, and I appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today, Coach. If you haven't already, come check out Coach Daniels, his staff. They'll take care of you. They've got something for everybody, including you. Now, coming up after the break, you're going to meet one of the recreation leaders that are kind of like the boots on the ground, who are interacting with everyone who comes here. That's right after the break.
It's one of Chatham County's most popular parks, and since 1972, the beauty of Lake Mare has awed residents and visitors alike. It was the humble beginnings that were championed by the legacy of longtime Parks and Recreation Director Jim Golden. And through the years, there have been many improvements Parks and Rec staff have developed, like the 1.5-mile walking path around the lake, also suitable for bikers and joggers. The freshwater lake is stocked with fish, luring anglers of all ages. Its scenic, peaceful surroundings include a boat ramp and fishing pier that is a perfect spot to set sail and spend the day relaxing on the water. If fitness is your passion, Lake Mare can fuel that passion with 8 lighted tennis courts, basketball courts, a hockey rink, a nearby skate park, and plenty of room for volleyball and pickleball enthusiasts. Little ones will spend adventurous hours exploring the playground, and our four-legged furry friends have an exercise area of their own. The two pavilions can accommodate any family or business gathering, and space can easily be reserved by contacting the Parks and Recreation Department. One will find benches and picnic tables throughout the park that provide a tranquil getaway. Another Lake Mare offering are the year-round community center activities that range from dance, yoga, bingo, and arts and crafts classes. Come see for yourself all that Lake Mare has to offer and why it is Chatham County's most popular park. If you would like more information about Lake Mare or any other county facility, log on to chathamcountyga.gov or dial 912-652-6700.
Welcome back. We are once again here at Lake Mare on location, and our next guest is one of the recreation leaders here at the community center. I want you to take a look and meet Jonathan Newton. Jonathan, how are you, sir?
Hey, how you doing
Good to
today?
meet you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for taking the time to talk to us today. For folks who may not know you or know a little bit about what you do, tell us about yourself and how you came about coming to Lake Mare.
Okay, I'm a native Savannaian. I've lived here all my life. I worked for the Department of Defense for about 14 years and running their tutorial technology lab in the youth center. And just recently in September of last year, I started working here as a rec leader, hired to implement senior services.
Awesome.
Yes.
Fantastic.
Yeah, that's a great background. One that you wouldn't necessarily think would segue into senior services here.
Yeah, it was easily bridged, because I mean, the job is customer service, so
Okay.
that's what I was doing in the other job, really. So being able to work with people is probably one of the bigger assets of the whole thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, Jonathan, what does it involve when developing a fitness and wellness program for seniors?
Finding the right instructors, people that's caring, seniors. I mean, everybody has grandparents, so you want to kind of take that affectionate type role, and you want them to be able to help improve mobility and stuff, and then know how to speak and understand their ups, downs, their needs, their wants. So that's probably the biggest thing when you're trying to build a program. It's a whole type of demographic, and you just got to understand what they need. So.
Well, one thing the coach said, it's listening to the folks coming out here to find out what they want to do, right?
Right. Yeah. You got to listen. I mean, it's just like working with children, so to speak. Seniors and older people tend to tell you what they want and what they don't want, and they kind of direct in that point. So you have to listen to them, and they've been speaking to us because our programs have grown from program numbers to enrollment sizes since we started in November. So
Y'all are doing something right then.
yes.
Very good. Well, how do y'all market the community activities and get the word out to folks? Is it word of mouth?
Well, to hit the ground running, we hit the ground literally. We went to senior retirement homes, assisted living homes, everywhere. We even before Generation 1 closed, we went over there at least 2 or 3 times a week to see what they were doing, to touch base with the people, let them know that we were going to be starting programming. So that's where we found like the instructors that was coming over, for the programs that they was doing. We kind of took a poll to see what they liked, because we actually handed out surveys to see what they wanted. They gave them back with their contact info, and then we reached out to the people right in, over at Generation 1, so.
Very good. Yeah. So like you said, on the ground, going to where the people are.
Right.
What are some of the things that you consider when planning community activities? I know feedback's one thing from the clients here, but what else?
Meeting their time requirements. Seniors have a time, especially like I said, we did our homework over at Generation 1, so they like their activities to kind of fit in the window from about 9 to 3. So that was probably one of the bigger things. And then accessibility. So we, some seniors can't get here, so we do provide transportation. If you're in a, assisted living place or a retirement home, we can come pick you up. So being able to get to and from the programs was a big, a big question, or just knowing if they couldn't drive, how could they get to the program? So.
Well, thank you for bringing that up, because I
Yes.
know that a lot of folks would probably be interested in who might
Yes.
not be aware of that transportation issue.
Correct.
If you can also, Jonathan, describe some of the programs you develop and how they benefit community members that attend.
Okay. I think one of our bigger enrolled classes is going to be chair mat yoga with Miss Fran.
Okay.
She's a great instructor, but it's the biggest thing is it's a relax, chair mat yoga first combines, yoga aspects of in the chair and on the floor and on the mats. So, she's teaching breathing exercises, ways to just put yourself in a calm environment, and then helps them increase flexibility. So, with seniors, they, if you're not as active, in your later years, there's something that can help you, regain some of that kind of stuff, and it's a 45-minute class. So, you come in with Miss Fran and she takes you to another space.
I'd
So,
imagine,
yes.
you see people progress and
Right.
get better.
Yes, definitely. So, that's just one of the classes, and we have a few, Seniors in Motion is another class. It's Seniors in Motion, and that's a little more upbeat. And we have some people that's coming to the class that's in their 80s. And Miss LaCrista, that's the instructor for that class, it's not for the faint-hearted.
She doesn't take it easy.
No. So, but she knows where their boundaries
Sure,
are.
sure,
And then
sure.
they can tell the activities, so everything has a different application. So if you can't do it at that level, it's something that you can do to, still get the same out of the exercise. So,
Very good.
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good.
So, Sean, Jonathan, we have a live studio audience. You folks can't see it, but we have like a couple of ducks right over here that are getting curiously close to the set.
Right.
But we'll muscle through this.
There we go.
Jonathan, if you can, tell the folks who are going to see this why they should consider coming here, and what are some of we went over a lot of the things that you all are doing for the folks, but for those who may not be familiar with some of the classes that are offered here, why should they consider coming here, and what are some of the benefits?
I would say the number one reason, because right now our services are free. So you just get a calendar, see what activities that you want to come to, and you come get this kind of instruction, our nice ambiance in our building, and meet some nice new people. So that's probably the biggest, reason right there, is because it's free, and then it's beneficial. We have health, I guess, like symposiums where we bring in doctors, people talking and these things are free. So we've had, just recently we had the 5 wishes, and that's like, the living will thing that people don't like to talk about, but we had the people come in from Memorial and they talked about it, and they brought the actual contracts in. Once you do them and have them signed by a friend or somebody that just is old enough, it's a legal document. And it's just one of those things that you don't think about, but it's a real simple thing, and that service that Memorial brought out here was free. They came out and talked with the people. We had coffee and breakfast bars and stuff, and it's just like a place to get together and be social.
Did you have a good turnout?
Yes, we had about 12 people in that class.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
so
great.
and that was just the first time, and we thinking about trying to do that at least semi-annual, because it's, people don't think about that a lot,
Right.
I mean, because it really doesn't have an age.
Sure.
Everybody probably just needs to have that.
Right.
So, that's just one of the things. And we do bingo one Friday of the month, and I'm the host. So, and we have some nice prizes for that. So, I probably could go on and on about the benefits of it. So, you come out here and see us, and you'll kind of know.
Come on out and find out for yourself, right?
Yes, definitely.
All right.
Yep.
You got anything else, Sean?
That's perfect. Thank you, sir. Appreciate
All right.
your time.
Thank you.
for joining
Thank you.
us.
Yes, sir.
Jonathan, thank
All right.
you very much.
Thank you.
Stay
Thank
right
you.
there for us.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're
Shut
gonna.
up.
Oh man.
That's all right. He's got to get back to work. He's got people waiting on him. I want you. We're gonna set up a link at the end of the podcast with all the contact information that you can get. So stay tuned for that. But coming up after the break, you're going to meet another recreation leader, and she will be here on set with our studio audience, who I guess had just left.
Yeah.
We'll be right back.
All right. Thank you. Thank you.
Because a lot's changed since 1972.
Lake Mare is turning 50, and dozens turned out to celebrate the golden anniversary of one of Chatham County's most popular parks.
The facilities have grown, and we just thank for all of the progress we've made in the last 50 years.
Attending the celebration was William Young, also known as the mayor of Lake Mare, and at 91 years young, William has been walking the trail 5 days a week for more than 40 years.
The celebration means to me a heck of a lot. It's you're celebrating part of your life.
William, like so many residents, have seen the many improvements Parks and Rec staff have developed in addition to the scenic walking trail around the lake.
Tennis courts, pickleball courts, skateboard park, roller rink, remote control track, fishing, exercise classes, picnic areas, pavilions to rent for your family functions.
And thanks to your SPLOST dollars, staff has also added new lighting throughout the park, repaved some of the roads on the island, and increased parking. Thursday's celebration was also a time to reflect and remember just how much the park has grown. And at 50 years young, Lake Mare and all she has to offer is just getting started.
You either walked around it, you either played tennis at it, you fished at Lake Mare or something. So it brings back memories, and it's a pride of Savannah. We want to keep it nice there.
If you would like more information about Lake Mare or any other county park, log on to chathamcountyga.gov or call 912-652-6700. Reporting for the Chatham County Public Information Office, Robert Katniss.
Welcome back, everybody. We are on location here at Lake Mare, and I want you to meet another recreation leader. She's been here for about a year, and she's impacting and making a difference in the so many classes that are offered at the community center here. Her name is Kenesha Wilson.
Yes.
How are you?
Fine, how you doing?
Thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
If you can, for folks who are going to see this, Kenesha, talk a little bit tell us about yourself and how you became a rec leader here at the center.
Okay, well, I went to high school at Groves High School. I graduated and went to the military. And when I got out, I went to school. So I graduated at Georgia Southern in 2021, and I've been working here ever since.
Awesome.
Yes.
That's great. Thank you for your service.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Well,
Yes.
I do want to ask, so you do a lot with the senior programming here. How do you come up with or develop those programs, and why do you do it?
Well, I think we just go off what the seniors like. We know they love fitness. We know they love quilting and stuff. So we just try and go off what they tell us they want to do, and just what they've been doing this whole time. We just stick to the plan, the schedule.
Is there any idea too crazy, or have they tossed anything out there?
Yes, definitely. One lady suggested that we have not paintball.
Oh, like airsoft kind of thing?
Yeah, inside, and
oh goodness.
Yeah, coach was like, yeah, no, we're not gonna do that.
Wow.
What
Okay.
would the insurance policy for
Right.
that look
Yes.
like?
Yes. But we definitely listen to all their needs and try and
Yeah.
accompany them as much as possible.
Very
So,
good.
yeah.
Very
Yeah.
good. Well, you also plan community activities and events, not only for seniors, but for a lot of other different age groups, teens and children. Tell us about those activities.
Yeah. So recently we had a Easter event about 2 weeks ago here at Lake Mare, and it was one of the biggest events that we've had so far. We had bounce houses, face painting, of course, the egg hunt, and it was just a great time.
I was going to say, it sounds like I missed a good time.
Yes, it was definitely a great time here. So my next event that I'm planning will be the back to school event. We're probably have that in August, and a fall festival hopefully in October.
I'll be here before you know it.
Yes, so we're working on that now.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Well, we talk about calendar management as one of your duties. What does that entail?
Yes, so I plan the schedule every month, and like I said, I usually go off what the seniors like to do. We always have like a set schedule, but sometimes the instructors may not be present during that month, so we have to cancel it, or we figure out what else can we put in place instead.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Do you, I guess, try to do that a couple of months out so people know what's coming up? Or
It's kind of hard to do, so usually we go monthly.
Okay.
On a monthly basis, we do the schedule.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing
Right.
yesterday or a month from now. So
Yes,
I
it's
get
monthly
that.
basis. Yeah.
Very good. Well, what does the recruiting process of volunteers look like? Because that's a big deal here, getting folks to participate, right?
Yes. So really, we have some instructors already set here, so they usually give us suggestions of who they feel like we can bring to the program, and if not, we have our seniors. Their interest in certain activities, we let them. If they want to lead a class, we let them do that as well.
Oh,
So,
great.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, it's a beautiful day. We couldn't have asked for better weather here at Lake Mare, and there's no better time for you all to come and check out Kenesha, and you're in good hands. Trust me, you're in good hands with this recreation leader. Kenesha, is there anything else that we might have missed that you think is important folks should know about?
Yes, I feel that since we started this program, we've come to like really get to know our seniors. We're kind of somewhat close. We try and make them feel at home when they do come here. Like I said, we tend to their needs. If they want to try something new here, we are always open to anything. We're kind of like a family here, and we're always having fun, always laughing, joking. So it's a great time.
Awesome.
Great time here, yeah.
Thank you. I can't thank you enough. I know that you guys are busy. Jonathan had to rush off.
Yes.
Okay. And I know that you have to get going too.
Yes.
For Sean Evans, Kenesha Wilson, I'm Robert Katniss, and I want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time on The Chat.